So with that out of the way, let's please welcome Chris Ello to the stage. Chris Ello, normally in studio. This is your first remote as far as a member of KUSI's little party, huh?
But certainly not my first time at Ostera. I've spent many an anniversary dinner here.
And let's talk.
And you can see why.
Yes, obviously. We'll get to the menu in just a bit. Let's start with at the top of our hors d'oeuvre list is the Cleveland Indians as they win. They tie the 35 Cubs for most consecutive victories ever at 21. 22 will be the record. Tomorrow.
A lot of people say the New York Giants won 26, but they had
a 1916 New York Giants.
And they had a tie in there, so it's kind of however you want to look at it. But it's a fantastic streak. The only question is what are the Indians going to do with this streak? And I'm sure they and their fans are asking the same question. I mean, are we going to be remembered for winning 21 in a row, or are we going to be remembered for winning a World Series finally? Because the Cleveland Indians haven't done that in 60 years.
Now that the Cubbies have their World Series out of the way, Cleveland will be the people's choice, won't they?
Oh, no. Isn't everybody down here rooting for the Dodgers to get things turned around?
How about this? In a blink of an eye, the Dodgers were going to be the story of 2017. Now it's the Indians, right?
Yeah, and Dodgers are probably kind of happy about that, to disappear from the public view for a little bit. I think this losing streak might help the Dodgers going forward in the postseason. We've seen teams that have put together remarkable winning streaks fail in the postseason. Most recently was Colorado. They won 21 of 22 games, went into the World Series, and lost 4 straight to the Boston Red Sox. So.
Here's what they were saying in Cleveland after the 21st consecutive win.
It's fun. It's definitely fun to show up to the ballpark right now. I think the last thing anybody wants in there is an off day. But, you never take anything for granted in this game, whether it's a 5-game winning streak or you go do something crazy like this and win 21 straight. We're just going to try and show up tomorrow and play a baseball game. We're not going to dig too much into this. Maybe you guys will a little bit more than we will. And we're just going to try and win as many baseball games as we can until the season's over.
All right, let's switch the balls and talk Chargers. You can take the team out of the city, but you can't take the fourth quarter breakdowns out of the team.
Actually, they played a great fourth quarter until the final kick.
Yeah, I guess that's what I was referring to as the blocked field goal. Were you watching? Were you hating to watch? What was your reaction?
It was tough to watch. It was even tougher to watch than I thought it would be. I mean, it was just really difficult. I mean, I got a great laugh when the official said timeout San Diego. I found myself missing just the fact that I can't be annoyed when the LA Chargers do something I don't like. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like back in the day when Norv was coaching, there was always something fun I could talk about at the water cooler the next morning. Now we don't have that anymore. That's what I'm going to miss the most.
We're talking about water cooler issues. On Monday night, I completely neglected the fact that a woman broke the ceiling, as it refers to the NFL broadcast booth. Yeah. Beth Mowens, I believe is her name. She was first to call an NFL game. As a play-by-play guy, your reaction?
My first reaction is congratulations to her for doing that, and somebody has to blaze the trail. I'm glad she did. My second reaction, and a lot of people I talked to kind of agreed with me on this, is I didn't think she was that good. I'd like to see somebody. Yes, she broke the barrier, but there's got to be a female announcer out there who's better than she is. I didn't care for her. It was this like kind of faux announcer, deep voice. It didn't work for me.
I thought she did a splendid job, and I want all the people out there who
I know you're going to say that because you want all the letters to come to me.
I think she did a bang-up job, as I thought Danica Patrick did a bang-up job in NASCAR, but she lost her ride with Tony Stewart.
You can ask me if I like Danica Patrick?
Is it just a case of not finishing high enough?
I think they finally got rid of her because she wasn't a good enough driver. I mean, money makes the whole thing go, and you got to be successful. But again, Danica Patrick, a trailblazer. I don't know. Janet Guthrie drove in the Indy 500 25 years before Danica Patrick became a driver.
Yeah,
I'm impressed.
Won a race. She won an IndyCar race.
I'm impressed with what Danica Patrick accomplished in her career. I'm not impressed with the way she went about doing it. She's a very conceited young lady, it seemed to me.
All right, so all that mail goes to Chris Ello at your Twitter at Chris Ello SD for comments immediately. We went out of order. I wanted to, if guys back in the booth, if you can pop up the video of Memorial Stadium where the Rams opened up, and man, it was sparsely populated. Looking at that video right there, How concerned are you if you just moved your NFL team to the City of Angels?
I am reminding myself over and over again, if I'm Dean Spanos, that my team now is worth $2.2 billion, according to Forbes magazine, because I moved it to L.A. Otherwise, they're not going to make too much money up there because, look, you're going to have a winning team. That's why nobody was there to see the Rams on opening day. They had a terrible season last year. Chargers are going to have to win some football games.
That apathy is more than a losing team, though. That's just lack of interest, I'm telling you.
You think?
Yeah.
I mean, the Miami game is coming up. It's the first ever Charger game in L.A. I mean, the new Charger thing. And I understand there's a ton of tickets available. So, yeah, I'd be concerned if I'm the Chargers, but I'm not the Chargers anymore. So guess what? I'm not concerned.
All right, so let's go back, keeping it football. Let's talk about the Aztecs. Stanford. Does Stanford have more to lose, or do the Aztecs have more to win Saturday?
Well, we in San Diego, and as an Aztec for life myself, we have more to gain by winning. But as far as the rest of the college football world is concerned, Stanford has more to lose. It's going to open everybody's eyes if/when the Aztecs beat Stanford, and I think they can beat them on Saturday night.
9-point underdogs?
Yeah, but it's they have to make it a big spread to get some people to bet on the Aztecs. But I'm telling you, Rashad Penny is the real deal. He's as good as the running back that they have at Stanford, and it's going to be a running game.
The clock will move quickly.
It should move quickly, yeah.
We're going to jump ahead. Kobe Bryant. Kobe doesn't do anything routine. No. Not one jersey going to be retired, but both. If they didn't do that for Michael, why would they do it for Kobe?
Well, for Michael now, he wore 23, of course, famously, wore 45 when he came back. Little does people know, one time his jersey got stolen at a road game, and he wore number 12. For one game.
There could be 3.
So they should have had to retire 3 of Michael Jordan's numbers if they were going to do it that way. But now Kobe kind of equally wore 24 and 8. I see him in both jerseys. It's okay with me.
To me, he's always the 8 Kobe. We got about 10 seconds. The Olympics 2000. When you start hearing about Olympics like in 2028, you start thinking, I wonder if I'll
if I make it.
Am I going to be there in 20? I mean, are you excited about LA getting the Olympics?
I will say this. I did go to the 1984 Olympics in LA, so that's how long I've been around, and it was the greatest LA's ever been during those 2 weeks of the Olympics. The weather was perfect. The traffic was light. Outstanding.
All right. Chris Ello, you're out. Go enjoy the meal.